Are we live? Okay. Welcome everyone to another Smash Ultimate event for Laddie Esports. It is, it's often sparse, but we take what we can get.
Right.
Again, we're doing one of our more requested events. You might recognize it. I believe it's called Friday Night Fights.
Yes.
Did I get that right? Okay. Thank
You
goodness
got
I got that right. Very close call. My name is Andrew Yun. You might recognize me, see me over the UOG Triton Esports stream. You can also call me Sheena if you want, and you might also recognize my co-commentator as well. Why doesn't he introduce himself, and I'll get on with the sponsors.
All right, yeah, my name is Brian Servino, also known as Sly, and some of you might also see me around the exact same thing that my co-commentator mentioned. So we commentate together a lot, and it is a pleasure to just be here. So why don't you just mention our sponsors?
Okay, so this is going to be unusual because I'm so used to saying the sponsors for UOG. So the first one we have up is Coffee Slut, and we have one more that is Guam Windward Memorial. Speaking of which, at said spot, they will be hosting a golf tournament this Saturday or Sunday, and Sunday actually.
Sunday.
Yeah. So if you'd like to learn more about that, if you like golf, I don't know how this became a point of conversation in this stream, but if you like golf, I know I used to like golf. Then please check out the Laddie Esports Discord or any of their social media. They will have more information on that. Let's get down to brass taxes. Today we have 3 matches lined up, don't we?
Oh yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, we might be skipping over, not skipping over, but we might be substituting one of our players, correct?
I think so. I wasn't going to mention that, but now that you brought it up, it is now unavoidable. So we do have one match that will be replaced, and we will talk about that right now. One person, of course, is still here with us right now, and that would be Aladar. You might have noticed up there.
Yeah.
the overlay that I'm pointing. Maybe... Oh, it's mirrored. There you go.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Okay, it is Aladar, people. Adrian Cabra. He was supposed to have played our boy Trix, but sudden change of plans. He will now fight. Okay, wait, God. It's Jason Suzuki. God_Suzuki. I don't think God is very... I think that's a very different connotation, just saying God there. But yes, Suzuki will play with us tonight. What are your thoughts on that? We haven't seen him in a while, haven't we?
Right, yeah, and this is kind of just... I just love how it's just God, that's it, that's what we're seeing, because it's kind of like a final boss thing that we're taking a look at right now. We haven't seen him in a long time, and it's been way too long. But I'm actually really looking forward to it, and I'm not exactly sure how it'll go down, because I think Aladar will be going Pyramithra, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe might try some other characters that he has on his, under his belt.
Oh yeah, he's got a handful for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
look at that. Good guess. Hard read. Actually went through. So
finally,
Suzuki has actually prompted us with a few Johns in his behalf, so we're gonna actually list some of them down the line. He says he's playing with Joy-Con, so I don't even know if that's necessarily true, but if it is, keep that in mind. He also hasn't played in months, which is completely understandable. We can't all bust our fingers every day. Oh my God, he says that, but he starts with a kaboom like a muscle memory, my friend. He pulls down B and goes down the menu almost as well as he brushes his teeth and flushes the toilet. It was almost instantaneous.
Seamless, exactly.
Yeah, seamless. That's the word.
but speaking of seamless, you could just see a little bit of the seamless transition from disadvantage to advantage from Aladar right now. Ay, caramba. Oh my God.
I was gonna say, he did turn himself around, and that is death, actually. It's nearly fully charged. We should watch out for the Flame Nova, people. Many people underestimate it because, well, to be fair, it is the range is very equivalent to a tilt, But there's so many perks to it. Yeah. Oh.
Right. Okay. And right now we do have a little bit of a psych up. This is very dangerous territory. Okay, good thing for Aladar that he can actually just drift back with that neutral B. Because if he couldn't, then that would have spelled curtains for him.
I was gonna say that was one of the biggest perks of Flame Nova, and I will obviously mention it whenever I can. It's just the fact that you can drift with it. It's very good.
Yeah.
In that
And
regard.
it's not just a really like slow drift too, right? It's more of just okay, so I can go left, I can go right, I can steer this, I can steer a car.
Very good analogy with the car. Got him at the top end of the F smash. We usually never see that from Hero. The F smash being used as an anti-air, that is.
Right. Oh. Okay.
Down smash. Oh, he's not even done. Good punish. I was gonna say that was really well spaced because the Flame Nova, he wasn't gonna go anywhere with that. The drift is good, mind you, but not that good. But insanely good.
Right. And I do wonder why I see, Suzuki actually going and using bounce. Maybe that's unintentional, trying to actually use bounce, but maybe there's just something I do not know. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, do you know if Pyra's side B, Blazing End?
Reflected.
Yeah, I was gonna, because I know Wario can eat it, but
right.
which is
I think it can be reflected. Yeah, no, it can be reflected. It's just it kind of didn't cross my mind in that moment. Just like, wait, why?
But then again, it could probably just only continue the remaining distance. So like it won't bounce the same distance back. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Richter or Simon's cross. It'll if it was returning, it'll just keep going that direction. Something like that. Oh, good shield pavement.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, you see that shape?
He said, "Where are you going? I'm gonna cross you up with this tornado real quick."
Right. Offstage situation. Good. Very nice air dodge. Yes. Took the words right out of my mouth. The high recovery, mixing it up. Now it's a reverse situation for Aladar. He is in disadvantage. He's in a very rough spot. He rolled right into the Flame Nova.
Oh no.
Really good move.
I saw Pirate slowly move towards Suzuki, and I just thought, no, please, please, this will probably kill. It is fully charged. Okay, that's like what he hit him at around 80-ish, 86. Oh, tragic.
It is very tragic. So, I think while they set up the next match, we should talk a bit more about the situation with, I want to say, the projectiles. So on paper, you would think Pyra and Mythra don't have many, I don't want to say options, but they don't have necessarily the tools to directly combat projectiles, right? So like, one example I can think of is if you do Photon Edge, you can snuff that out with a projectile. Yeah. As Mythra. And there are some options that they can go for to try to box mid-range, but they have to get in sortie range, which is like about rolls. And I'm curious how that might play out. If that killed Sir, I would have been very upset.
I always harken back to just one of the moments where I could never forget a friend of mine who is now off island, who was into FGC, and that would be Ripus P. Poor man suffered the most out of the RNG interactions, and I know he himself also said he has had the worst RNG in any game he's ever played, be it Pokemon, a game he loves, Smash, whatever. So, despite being someone from Reno, those slot machines don't work for him, man.
Precisely. Actually, it might just be because he is from Reno that he has blown all of his luck, and now he has no choice but to use it on every other interaction here. That was really tricky with Zoom.
Yes.
But good option nonetheless.
He rolled right back into her. Oh,
I know. That is a recurring theme. Good forward air. Oh! That was clean! That was kind of clean, I'm not gonna lie.
Good weight on Suzuki's part. Oh my god.
Down deep freeze. That was ice cold.
For sure.
All the ice points. Throw it back off stage. Whack! Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
Good follow-up though. He tried to go for follow-up. I appreciate the attempts. Also, just a quick shout out to our boy God Suzuki, who is not only playing for us, but is also managing the stream as the one and only production. So
Right.
Thankfully, he will return to his job after the set if he does not get mad or fired in between.
He's just gonna quit midway if he ever loses a game, right?
I don't know in what situation, because I don't know how much he played against Pyro and Mithra, but actually, I can't even think of a really good reason to be mad when playing against them. Maybe Ness, though.
Right.
Oh, there we go!
Yeah, right when we were talking about it.
It killed at like 90. Okay, maybe there are its uses, you know? I was a little hesitant to sing his praises every time he did use bounce, but that time it definitely paid off. So what can I say?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but right now, a little bit on equal footing at the moment, and they're just kind of going in and out on each other, trying to see, okay, like what can I gather? That was weird. So I think because Pyra ducked in an animation, the fire went past her. Oh,
yeah, is that so? Did you see that?
Yeah.
He just like went back on stage and grabbed him like it was it was a mild inconvenience. He was thrown off stage. It's like, oh,
He's just like, well, whatever. Regular day at the office.
Right. Down there barely missed its mark. Whack almost did too, but it's not like it's any better of a situation for either of them. However, I will say Suzuki has held center stage, so he still has a bit of a better chance to... Oh, that kaboom could have been it. Fourth throw.
I thought we'd see dash attack after that, but he said, no, I'm gonna...
Oh, he really wants... Oh, he really wants it. He really wants it.
Oh no. I think Suzuki's trying to hit Lucky Sevens right now.
I think so too. That was really greedy on Aladar's end to go for that Prominence Revolt. That backer should be it. Yes. Very clean.
Very solid.
Good job. Very good. See, took a bit of a break earlier from Smash. Didn't lose much, I think. He still got the muscle memories, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of a cleanse, if you will, and I think that cleanse did him a few favors because he really outlived him in that entire match, and it very much was all about Hero taking complete control of the pace and whether or not Pyra and Mithra could really get any clean confirms. And
sure,
there were a lot of straight hits going around on both of their ends, but out of everyone, Aladar did have a lot of trouble finding a lot of good conversions on Hero, on our god right here. So we'll have to see how these two adapt to each other, though, because at the moment this could go either way.
That is true. I will say though that in every instance where Aladar could I mean in fighting game terms they're usually called meaties, but I would say snuff him out with a really long-lasting hitbox. Like, he has always won out every time. Like, that forward smash, all the times he won with Flame Nova. And Suzuki is... I guess now he's a bit more cautious, as we've just seen until that point. That was really... that it was kind of sus, but I'm not going to judge it for the rest of the set. It is probably a one-off occasion.
I'll judge him for later, if anything.
Yeah. Well, he definitely won't forget it, though. Oh my goodness. I have
for sure.
Good heal. Offstage situation. This has always ended terribly for Aladar, so let's see what he does.
Oh!
Very crafty, very crafty.
Close.
Zoom!
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to get him with a sneak. Yeah, I actually like that idea. It almost paid off. If Aladar was Oh.
Okay, the only reason that forward smash didn't work is only because Hero, when his hand just kind of like went forward, you could see it kind of get hit by the blade in that moment. So that was just barely microspaced enough to actually get hit there.
Yeah, I know what you... Suzuki with the stare of God himself, judging you from the heavens below, or I guess the ground. They were both on equal footing. Okay, so not looking good on the MP side. He's gonna have to throw in some raw hits, or that up throw. He's gonna take it.
Just threw him out, man. I just love the animation for it.
Oh yeah, just the up throw animation.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest isn't really, at least from what I've played, they aren't really known for like these kinds of animations to begin with. So like, there's no such thing as like I don't think you can fight unarmed, as far as I remember, but I think it's very interesting just the creative liberties Sakurai has taken with his character. Just the throw up is just, it seems like such a weird thing, but like you'd never expect a hero in the games to do it, but it feels natural, I guess. Like they might try something like that. Just drop both weapons and toss them in the air.
Right.
Oh,
right now we're just seeing a lot of back and forth. Photon edge. Just imagine just hearing that in your game headset. You're at tournament, right? And it's one of those things where I feel like it could easily tilt certain people, right? Oh God.
oh, yeah, I definitely see what you mean. That up smash could have been. Oh, this could be it though. Yeah. Oh, I will say the DI there has definitely improved from the first stock, and he almost did live that, but I think it was a little too late for us in that regard. It was well placed, very well placed.
And all their matches so far have been pretty even in terms of just, you know, stock counts and everything. And oh no.
See, this is the perks of having the person playing be also our production staff. We get to see the gears slowly turning in their head as it's happening. And
it's like the hamster wheel, right? Just faster and faster. Oh no.
Sadly,
I don't know
this
how
will
to
probably
feel.
Like, about what we fit against this character?
Yeah. I'm sorry for interrupting you there, but I do think this could go very wrong if Suzuki gets a little bit overzealous with the way he tries to zone. But we'll have to see, because I think it could work out.
See what you mean. I think one of Wii Fit's harder matchups are Sword, and I think to an extent. Oh no. This is. I thought we were gonna see two of that. To an extent, you know, Pyro and Mithra are sword characters. Let's that's undeniable. So yeah, Jason, I would say, is doing up till that point was doing fine percentage-wise, but I think that projectile misplay might have cost him a bit of that neutral, and now Aladar is a bit more confident in going in, as you can see, way more confident. Just wanted to see what Suzuki would do.
Yeah, Suzuki probably thought that Aladar was going to go in and dash grab maybe, but instead he met him with a nice forward smash to the face, and that really hurts. So
precisely. Oh, good spacing. He almost got caught by the blazing end. Barely outran it. Oh no. Yeah, it's just the meaty hitboxes, man. It always gets him.
Yeah.
I think he does position himself well to avoid it, but it's just he goes in at like I don't want to say the wrong times, but a very unfortunate time.
Right. Oh, what? Wait.
Did you think? Well, it doesn't matter. He backed him into oblivion at the opposite direction. But yes, I think he saved him, is what you were trying to get at. No?
I wasn't even sure what happened. It looked like Aladar kind of got flinched there, but didn't actually get hit. Almost like a phantom hit in a way, you know?
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
I say this now. But Suzuki has actually brought it back. He has dialed back on the projectile play, only using it when he knows he can get away with it. It has led to much more favorable positions now. See, like that right there?
Oh,
really well placed.
Yeah, and you can just see Aladar really having fun with just using all of these blazing ends and just barely getting away unscathed.
Precisely. That upper was really well placed. It gave him just enough time for deep breathing. So now Aladar needs to be very careful how he chooses to pick apart his pressure. That might be a bad idea. Oh, no! Again with the meaties! I'm telling you, if he had just stayed put and just up smashed right where he was, that would have been the end of his story.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what Suzuki was expecting with that tech chase. I think maybe he was expecting...
I mean, I say that, but I probably would have ran into that. Played no
right?
Like an idiot. Hey, even idiots make mistakes, people. Or I'm sorry, even geniuses. Idiots, of course, would make. Ah, good down there. Geniuses make mistakes. I'm saying Suzuki's a genius. No, what are you doing? No.
Let that be the quote of the night. Even idiots make mistakes.
I guess the real axiom is idiots make more than one mistake. I mean, I did it again. Geniuses can make more than one mistake, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And it's true, because we've seen both mistakes. Okay, of course. Got Suzuki with the 4 question marks in chat. Very confused at what happened. Don't worry, I am too. I am a little confused. But
I'm wondering if those question marks are for the for the quote or for the air dodge. Maybe both.
I think it could be a bit of both.
But either way, yes, both of the those statements you did do, be it mistakes or not, are actually both correct. So that was very interesting how with Aldar, even though it wasn't completely in his favor the entire time, well, until that point at the very end, I feel like he was doing a very good job at taking that nice and slow game and just noticing very specific things in terms of just what Suzuki was doing, his habits, and how he could adapt towards those habits and make it work, And that's just how good Aldar is. He's really nice at making that slow adaptive play towards opponents, and especially if it's just best of 5. Best of 3, he's a bit how can I say this? He's a bit under the weather at first. Yeah. But when he gets a little bit of that download time, if you give him that time, then he just goes, okay, got it. Light bulb over the head and everything. It just shines and everything. It just starts to light up. And he just says, all right, we're going in. We're doing this. So good stuff to Aldar on his end.
Very good.
And of course, amazing job to Suzuki as well. So, just give yourself that credit too, because we do have those lists of Johns for you.
Of course. I was gonna basically say the same thing. For Aldar, adaptation is the spice of his gameplay. He would prefer, if he has drawn out sets, to learn more about his opponent. And so when he gathers the information, he could take apart that opponent systematically using the information given to him. And I can probably list a few examples. Actually, I've listed most of them during their set, like the meaties, definitely, the Flame Novas, the F Smashes, all the long-lasting moves that just begs for Suzuki to go in. It's still out there, and he gets hit by it, so that sucks. On Suzuki's end, it's probably great for him.
With Aldar, you can already imagine him smiling like, oh yeah, I got it, haha. So
yeah, because it's a payoff. It feels really good. I mean, it's probably because I played a lot of KOF 98 last night, but I can't help but draw some analogies to something as simple as like, there's an inherent satisfaction of just figuring out just even the smallest things about your opponent and realizing you don't have to be a pro to realize it, right? So like in fighting game terms, if you notice that you lose all the time when opponents jump in and like attack you, right? And you take like the half second between your characters switching, like, maybe I should try stopping him from jumping. And then you do an anti-air and it works. There's like no greater feeling, and that feeling is shared whether you play fighting games consistently or not. Because I remember when I was a wee lad and I played, let's see, what was like what I played when I was a late baby idiot. I played Mortal Kombat Deception.
Okay.
I remember a lot of times when I did something like that, I was really happy. And Mortal Kombat's really easy. All you have to do is what's the 2H? I guess they would call it, just the uppercut. It's the best. Every character has it. It's an uppercut, and it's a really good option. I think that we're on to our second match. Wait a sec. What? Cabra.
No. Okay, so this is actually going to be Blaze versus Sloth. I do not know if Sloth is. Okay, no. This is definitely Cabra.
Okay. Yeah, hand warmers.
Yeah. So this is just us waiting at the moment for Sloth. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So
sounds good.
I wonder what characters Blaze will play.
At this point, it is not enough to just simply say that we know what he's going to go for. We might as well throw a dart in a character roster screen and hope it lands on Blaze's character, because it could be literally anyone at this point.
Like Wheel of Fortune, right? Just spin it. In. All right.
That's a really big wheel.
It's like, man, all right, we got all these characters?
Or really tiny slices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. With that said, though, Blaze is always a treat to watch, you know? I think the most recent thing we've seen of Blaze was the crew battle. Yeah. So there was a crew battle recently. It was the local boys against Yoji, and he did use... I'm not sure if he used... I think he used Brawler, actually. He did use Brawler, but I think the highlight of that night, or that day, I'm sorry, that afternoon, I said 3 different times a day. I mean just afternoon. Was he switched to Incineroar, and that was really... style of it's different from Caps too. So much more confirm heavy.
Yeah,
and
he
super hard
absolutely loves the character. I know that for a fact. I do know that he wished that the character was better early on when he was playing Ultimate, and I can't blame him. There's a certain rush that you can get with the character. I also felt the same way about Incineroar when I actually did first pick up the game. I was like, oh, this is a nice character. And then I played against Aladar, and he's not Young Link, but Toon Link, and I thought, do I want to play against that?
Actually, I've just been informed, this is the first time, and totally not the last time, I'm gonna look at Twitch chat, but this is apparently a real match, people.
Yeah.
So, with that said, I'm just gonna assume that, okay, that is Sloth. I think they are the same venue, so they will be sharing this console, and as we have seen, that little hiccup in the recovery on Blaze's end is looking really bad for him. Not the start you want to see.
Yeah. Okay. Nice little anti-air with the forward air, and he tries to actually catch a delayed jump too. I like the option. Cutting off options is something that not that many players here are too often specialized in, but it is absolutely a thrill once you do see people who can do things such as that, as Blaze has demonstrated. And you can just see that Blaze is trying so hard to actually make sure he can just get whatever hits he can take. He's begging for crumbs.
He is. I will say his SDI against Climaxer has been really phenomenal up to this point.
Yes.
But more noteworthy is just a hot fix going on with Sloth right now. Since the last time we've seen him, like he has done a lot of work, I think, just patching up his movement. For example, he did 3 tomahawks into a cross slash right on his grubby little face, and he dies with him.
That and that's just why does that happen every time we try to compliment players?
I don't know. It's inevitable at this point. I might as well disguise an insult as a praise. Maybe that might work.
Right.
Gotta be in between. Again with the amazing SDI. I cannot stress this enough. Climb Hazard, it's really hard to SDI away from, unless he hits you at a very awkward angle.
Yeah. And
to begin with,
I can feel the arthritis really just setting in every time he does it, you know. But
of course.
Yeah, those melee hands really do work differently. So.
Oh, it's healed. He's playing DBFC.
Oh yeah.
Loki.
Oh god.
Anyways. Shoutouts to the only DBFC player still on island. Mad respect to Blaze. Okay. This is still really rough, I would have to say. Even a Blade Beam, I think, can kill it from center stage.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
that doesn't matter because multi-hits in this game are not that great sometimes.
Yeah,
so, ended up falling out. Okay, gonna do the classic ZSS little flip kick in.
Of course.
I don't even know the actual name of that move, but either way.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, nice little dash attack intercepting his dash, actually.
I was gonna say, that was precisely a good play on his end. That climb hazard, okay, just did not kill. It might get to that point eventually, I feel it. Oh, was that a nair?
That was an up tilt that killed, I think. I don't know.
Interesting. Oh, it's kind of getting dark in here, but I'll turn on the lights. I'll turn on the lights after this. But yes, that was really. Where do I begin? I guess the most interesting thing, like I said, and I will stick by this, is Sloth is doing pretty good now. Like,
Yeah.
since we last seen him, he's just a few things off the top of my head. Conserving limit is now his priority. Every time he has used limit, I think he's actually landed it. It's unfortunate that the last one did not land because multi-hit. But the read was there and the placement was there, and that's more important.
Yeah, and it's the fact that he's nailed these, just 100% of the time so far, is what's so good. So we hopefully he can keep that up consistently. But right now, let's see if Blaze can make any adaptations towards that, because he needs to make sure he doesn't let Sloth get these things, for free. It might spell the death of him for this match too.
It could. It could also spell the death of him for every match after that. So he needs to make that adjustment as soon as possible. Now, if preferably. Oh, I thought he got the cross slash. I was gonna say great confirm.
Yeah.
Just slightly outspaced.
Oh, the dare challenge. Nice job. Yeah.
Okay. See, look at that. Like I said, he's the. Would you call that a bowling ball? I would just call it a
The shot put.
Shot put. Yes, it's a shot put. Yeah, he is working around the shot put. He's doing a lot of really good jump ins. The only times he has been hit by shot put is when he has to unfortunately take the shot put like off stage.
Right. But yeah, that's pretty much just really good awareness from Sloth, and also just great on Blaze's end for making sure that he does kind of close off options in certain situations where he's off stage.
Of course. Right.
Okay.
He kind of forced his hand there earlier by running in and stopping limit charge, but that did not stop Cloud finishing his charge on him and then giving him a cross slash at the end of it. So that is not where you want to be right now, Blaze. Oh, good interception.
Yeah, my man said anti-air.
Clean up smash coming from Blaze. I would have to say the ball is now on his court. He's now stuck on platforms.
I love that shot put. That was nice.
There's a fading shot put, and that was like a good read on Sloth to jump in there, but Blaze pulled back as like a kind of a counter read, Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's like, a little bit. See, now Sloth. Yeah, I think Sloth is now, as you can see, he's much more tense about jumping. Now he's playing defensively. That cross slash was definitely a defensive. He did not run in with that at all.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely feeling the pressure.
Oh no, he's panicking. Yeah, you can see that Sloth is just mashing a few options here and there on landing almost immediately when he gets hit. And Blaze right now not taking advantage until that point.
He thrives on that. He wants you to start second guessing your options so he can start going in with his own. Good forward air. Tech J situation. Almost got him.
Yeah, I do like how Sloth did try to move around platform. I do feel like he could have just stayed a little bit more in position towards the middle platform to cover, but still, good job trying at least. We do count that. Oh, however, Blaze does not care as long as he gets this next stock. Seems pretty.
Okay, good climb as in the opposite direction. Again with the SDI, I'm telling you. Blaze is on top of it.
Okay. Doesn't second blade beam when Blaze was already on top of him. Very preemptive.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm not telling you. I'm sure you've already realized. It's just he's pressing buttons. He's very tense right now. He's not the confident move this game at all.
Right.
So now he's starting to air dodge. We've never seen him air dodge up to this point. Oh, no. But he probably should have considered it then, because that's precisely why he died. It is really dark in my room. I'm gonna go turn on the lights. Okay, thankfully I wore pants, so I when I turn around, stream won't make a remark.
But as he's actually just turning on the lights, I'll just have a nice little thanks to our sponsors, of course, Coffee Slut and Guam Winter Memorial. And we also do have a golf tournament that is coming up on Saturday and Sunday. If you would like to even check that out, then please do. And if you just know people who like golf, then just please tell them. And look at Gina now. He's all lit up and it is very bright in the room.
I know. Like up to that point, you can only see my teeth. That was really scary. So I had to fix it. I don't want Ken to incinerate me for lack of illumination.
Yeah, it just looked like one of those like, oh, top 10 ghosts caught on camera sightings. Like,
That's right. Watch Mojo definitely would have made that list for sure. I think this is game 3.
yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, it is precisely that.
Okay, and right now we do see a little bit back and forth. Both of them trying to kind of gauge what each other will be doing. I think both of them are making a lot of preemptive reads, though, instead of really trying to cover options. So it's kind of working out a little bit, just back and forth.
Mm-hmm. In the case of what we've mentioned earlier with Sloth, I can see now that he has dropped a little bit of the tension that was in the last game. He's much more confident in throwing out his attacks now. Like there, landing and punching with cross slash appropriately. Oh.
Did you see that shot put? Okay, that was a nice anti-air from Blaze right there. I do like the way he does juggle because you can see he only goes in the air. He absolutely 100% knows he can get a follow-up or a chase after that. And when he doesn't, then he says, all right, commit. Please commit. I want you to. And then he just kills for it. So that's a great presence of mind. And a little bit sloppy on the tech chase there. But either way, he has a good sizable lead against Sloth right now.
That's true. And, you know, Sloth has kind of reverted to his, like, a little bit tensy, like, I don't know if I should go in or not kind of approach. Like you saw with the rollback there. He's starting to be a bit more antsy when coming to approach him, and that's probably why. Just the shot put and the pressure coming from that is too clean. Blaze was gonna do something absolutely nutty, and we popped off. Can you spike with the dive kick? That one?
No. Imagine if you could. Oh god.
That's what I was hoping he was gonna go for.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty much just a discount ZSS foot kick.
Okay, that's a shame. Shot put. Oh, well placed. Ooh, the placement. Oh, okay.
Yeah, even that too. You can see there's a lot more lag on it compared to flip kick. I feel like so. He was stuck in that animation for a long while. You could see me Brawler's eyes just kind of widen and go,
Of course.
Okay. Oh, this shot put, which will win? One blade beam boy or one shot put?
Of course. Actually, on that note, I was gonna say, and I was going to keep mentioning that it's just every time Sloth was stuck on platform, which is a very scary place to be against me Brawler, specifically because just the fast fall from that character is ridiculously fast. Ironically, based on the name. So it allows for so many different kinds of mix-ups when you're on platform. So he could like, you know, he could do a few tomahawks and then side B you, right? Or he could just keep throwing out up airs and they'll end relatively fast because he falls really fast. So it's really dangerous to be on the platform against.
And, oh god, wait, that one spiked him there. Okay, so wait, so if he doesn't,
incredible pressure. Oh, a cough.
Wow.
A sneeze coming from our boy.
A sneeze. Sorry about that, but thank you for blessing me.
I saw you rear your head back. I thought something sick happened, but you were just sneezing. Thankfully, my eyesight's still working. Oh, okay, so right now. Oh, okay, caught him kind of dashing in. I do like the idea with the fair. However, he overshot it right there. And you can see that Sloth definitely isn't noting when Blaze is going in for these flip kick little things there. Because every time he's done it, he's always gotten away with it and just... Oh, crossed him up. Look at that. My man dribbled on him and said, all right, you're going to roll here. Dude. And he got the roll read too, so very solid.
Yeah.
Very solid, very solid. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't sleep on Brawler so much. Sure, the recovery could use a little, but otherwise, I don't know. Why did they go back to Battlefield? Because I feel if I was Sloth right now, I would reconsider that. Because platforms, being stuck on a platform, as I mentioned, against Brawler, it's really rough.
I feel like it might just be because it's one of those generally good cloud stages, right? And I feel like it's something in which Sloth kind of takes a bit of solace in, you know? So he's just like, okay, this is my comfort place. This is my comfort zone. No place like home, you know? And then Blaze says, I will throw up air, I will do up smash, and I will shot put. And if you ever throw out an aerial before you land on platform, thank you.
Thank you. Also, thank you. I think K3D noticed I wore DBZ shorts, so I knew it was a mistake. I should have turned on my lights earlier because I did not want people to see that. Game 4 coming through on Blaze's side. One more game and spell doom for Sloth, but it is not over yet. We have seen Sloth when he is at his peak. He moves like a swan and he attacks like a bee, and he could keep up the pressure like he is right now if he just did not get side B. Now he's in a really rough spot.
Yeah. That's the thing when it comes to how Sloth plays, right? He plays very, not really spacious, but he plays very, very, I guess, risk heavy, you know? He'll run at your face, he'll lunge at you if he ever gets the chance to. And he'll try to play in the pace to where he can at least make sure you don't get anything off scot-free, and he can just keep whacking at you, just throwing hitboxes out. But sometimes he gets a bit overzealous, and that's his biggest weakness. So let's see if we can actually see Blaze take advantage of that, because right now I think that Sloth is giving him the hands.
He's kind of giving him the hands. I did see earlier there were some really well-placed, grounded options that forced Blaze off stage, and you know, forcing him to jump was kind of a downfall because Cloud has some really great anti-air options. You know, that up smash, all of his aerials. It's just you don't want to be above Cloud if possible.
Right. Okay.
Even if the up air got nerfed from Smash 4, you know, it's still a great option to use as anti-air as well.
Right, of course.
The sheet of metal above you. Yeah. Oh. Really hard to block that. Oh, back throw.
Okay. Yeah, I like the air dodge. That was really smart.
Yeah. Good air dodge away. Yeah.
Okay, but that time it doesn't matter because he did end up dying for that last little bit of the interaction. He got hit back and forth on stage. Still, good job actually just keeping the fight to Blaze. And
ooh, did he expect a burst option to come from Blaze? Interesting. I wouldn't have even done that. Actually, I would have probably forced like a shield poke or something, or just like hit shield for free, get free shield damage. Oh, the footstool. I thought something crazy happened.
Honestly, when it comes to Blaze and what I expect from him, it's so hard to know what to expect sometimes because there are just some wild things he'll do, and in certain situations I'm just thinking, okay, you know what? I respect that. That is a reasonable thing to do if I'm doing this or that. And then there are other ones where I feel like the gears in his head just says, all right, I'll do this, and then it just works, and I just think to myself, okay, wait, what?
Precisely. And I mean, I wish we could see a bit of what you're talking about right now, because Blaze is not looking too good, at least this time around. It's the better showcases for what you just said were like game 1 and 2, especially game 2 because of that game-winning stock. Very fantastic read there. Oh!
You really wanted the roll.
I think he did, yeah. I was smelling it too, but yeah, he's in the lead. Like I said, Sloth, when he's in the lead, he will not act. He will not go for these burst heavy options. Or he will go for more burst heavy playstyle. Like you said, that
was so good. Well placed. Yeah.
Very well placed, yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts on just the last few moments of that situation there, because that was just extremely smart from Sloth. The way he actually positioned himself so he could get a few aerials on his shield and say, all right, are you good to act right now?
Is there anything else to say? You basically covered it for me. Yeah, I think what Sloth has done in the last few moments played out really, really well, in the sense that, you know, I think Blaze, he makes fantastic reads, right? But
yeah,
he was not in a position to he didn't have the resources to exert that kind of pressure anyways, because he was a stock down, he was in disadvantage, and he was a death percent. So
Yeah.
all these were working against him. So I don't think it was really the, going for that crazy roll read, which I mean would have been sick if it happened, but it did not. I wouldn't have gone for it personally, and Sloth took advantage of that. So, he took like this slight positioning, because he moved to the left. He moved more towards the ledge. That's free pressure, right? So he took advantage of that opportunity, just tacked on as much pressure as he could, and he threw out all the right attacks when they were supposed to have landed. That cross slash probably would have killed if not. Okay, great change of character there. We have Isaac, Naruto, Goku here.
Yeah, a very nice anime counterpick from Blaze.
That's right. Sakurai said he wouldn't add anime characters, but I don't know. I'm seeing a counterexample here, Sakurai. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Right. And you can see the counterpick in terms of just the actual moveset too, so... I think in Blaze's head he said, alright, anime swordsman, I gotta pull out the anime boy. Okay.
Actually, on that note, I will say I have also noticed a bit of a move list switch. So yeah, he swapped out side B for the dive. Well, not the dive kick, more like a front kick. I don't know how to describe it.
Like
we have no equivalent.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we have no equivalent move on anyone else's list, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's a very really unique move. Okay, good avoid.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Back
nice.
there.
I like how Blaze did just back up there instead.
Oh,
he wasn't
my
confident in getting the back there initially, but that was just yikes.
Yeah, can I just mention that was a really well played shot, because Sloth was really begging for that ledge earlier. He was trying to snap, but then the shot put was placed right over it, and so he was forced to go towards the stage. And Sloth, he didn't have, I don't know, it might have been misinput, or he just did not have the foresight to do it, but he chose not to up B because I think he thought the shot put was still up there. So that SD is giving Blaze a lot of mileage right now.
Right. Okay. Just take a look right now. You can see a little bit of stage control from Sloth, and it's been a while since either of these two have hit each other, but shot put's actually going to help with that. Oh.
Yeah. Almost had the tech chase situation from the forward air. Actually, forget about that. Everything else, just throw it out the window. Sloth has just now regained his confidence. He's moving with much more pride. Oh, until that counter, the situation's reversed completely.
No.
Until the counter.
Oh, okay, we know this is scary. You know why? Because I saw helicopter kick.
Oh, he did switch it out. Yeah. So, I was curious about that because he hasn't recovered yet until that point.
Yes.
Yeah, so now we know, now that it is helicopter kick, he can go for some pretty nutty things off stage if given the opportunity. It's just Sloth's job to stay on stage and not let that happen whatsoever.
Ooh. You know what? He just kind of slid in and said, all right, man, it's your time to go. I had enough of you.
Ah, no. This is not looking good. Juggle situation. Almost got the down air. Probably could have gotten something clean off of it. F smash.
And he's not dead yet.
Not.
Oh, no.
Oh, that could be a punish.
Oh, yes. That was huge.
That was really massive. I would be kicking myself if I was Blaze right now.
Yeah. Okay. Right now. Oh, he tries to go for the funny little option there, and he tries to counter, but it doesn't work out.
And Sloth is
worst option.
Yeah, Sloth is milking that mistake for all it's worth right now.
Oh no!
He's milking this one too.
Up B, trying to catch a jump. Blaze, you might be a fool. Oh no!
Oh, he burned limit. He probably did it the left side of the stage. That's it.
Dead.
Yeah, that's it. I knew he shouldn't have messed that up. He milked that whiff, that punish whiff for all of its worth, because he took the game out of that one thing for just whiffing a falling uppy, which he didn't choose. He, by the way, didn't choose to fast fall to mix up.
Yeah.
He was just falling, so it was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it was also kind of a little bit of his hubris too. Like he could just, I just felt in his conscience he just says, "All right, guaranteed he's doing this," and then and Sloth doesn't. and then he doesn't get hit. Then I just feel panic, absolute panic. There's so many little situations there where Blaze kind of whiffed a commitment, and then he ended up paying for a lot of percent. And then eventually it just led to that final interaction where Sloth said, all right, lean in. GG's, man. GG's.
Thank you. Take your hand. Okay, but yeah, I think that was really fantastic from Sloth to take advantage of that situation, because as someone who, you know, I won't say he's a newcomer anymore, but he's like an intermediate level player now. You know, there is a lot of frustration when you're down by such a significant gap as 100%, right?
Yeah.
But it was good that he kept his cool. He stuck to his game plan, and he killed him. He killed him at a pretty, like, an absurd percent. I think it was at like 80. Like, yeah, if it had gone on any longer, for sure, I think Blaze would have regained his footing and taken that stock back. But he stopped him before he did that, for sure.
Yeah, stopped every bit of traction he had, and once you stop momentum, especially in this game, it's really hard to getting any of it back, because a lot of characters have just combos and certain tools that allow them to close off options well, and to be able to continue juggles and their advantage state, so they can just go in, say, all right, if you make a bunch of mistakes at a time, you can die, and you can die very early sometimes too. So it's scary, and that's just how it is with the game. But of course, I will not take any credit away from Sloth. He played very cleanly at the end, making sure, okay, don't panic, don't let him intimidate you. He messed up, mess him up now, okay? So good on you for all that, and just great games all around, guys.
Precisely. I believe it is now time for the final match night, and it is the highlight match. It is the cover photo. It's the only match that was advertised on Instagram. It is K3D versus Lukenorth, essentially two powerhouses of our community. We are about to see how it goes down. I want to say this might be the first time we've ever seen them play, at least online.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I'm seeing it. I know that K3D has told me about how it's went, and it's as funny as you can imagine. Because it's Ganondorf versus Falcon. And
it is.
Once you have two absolute Chad characters coming in.
It's a classic tale. It's the turtle versus the hare. Yeah. We'll see if speed beats I don't know what the turtle had. I guess he was really sturdy bulk.
yeah. Okay, a little
he taunts
taunt from both of these two.
Yeah.
And we can already see a little bit of these combos just kind of going right now. Okay. Well, okay, Falcon kick. Very classic right there. And Lukenorth is not afraid to go off stage at all. He likes to actually always go off stage, and typically he will go low. Yep. And that time he said, all right, goodbye. I'm going high. I will see you later. And he might die here because K3D is very good in an advantage state.
Yes, he knows what to press. Okay, that Falcon kick actually worked on his... I did see North stream earlier, and I will say he does have a bit of the sauce, you know, when playing against his friends. And I'm not concerned about that. So if Lukenorth ever gets him off stage like that, okay, at least in that situation, it was really good on K3D to go high. But if he went low, I'm pretty sure he would have covered it, like as we have seen.
Right.
He was in a really good spot.
Yeah.
No!
That's what happens. Okay. No. Okay.
Like
That's
that.
also what happens if you roll. But I want to name this, okay? Because when it comes to K3D, you don't ever give him flaws like that, okay? If you say, I will jump and go towards you to edgeguard you just because I love doing it, he'll say, okay, buddy, that's crazy. You will die here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I thought that was
really good
there.
Yeah, that was a really good on both of their ends too. Like they're showing in one way they are showing respect on stage, but off stage, like all respect is out of the picture. Lukenorth got up tilted on the.
Okay. So I want to address and say part of that might be online.
Yeah.
Part of that might be Lukenorth. I'm willing to bet it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I would try hard as hard as I can. The moment I see that leg stretched upward, oh, you bet I'm either hitting you first or I'm getting out and then punishing, because I'm not messing with that.
No, I'm not even gonna bother, man. That up tilt, very disgusting. Oh, there's a proclamation. The war cry. I won't lose.
Oh, okay.
Let's hope he is a man of his. Because right now, it seems like he could be a snake oil salesman, just lying to us right in front of our faces.
Right. Oh my God, I feel the lag.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Hopefully this won't carry over for too long, and hopefully their connection is a little bit okay at least. Oh, gets a little bit of the ledge cancel.
Right. Lukenorth is really smart to get out of that situation by dipping below the ledge. I would have been nowhere near the ledge if I was if I was in the receiving end of a Ganon after a ledge canceled down B. Good delay.
Yeah, like how much do you really want to challenge Ganon at ledge? As I say that, oh, they clashed.
What if our wizard falcon kicks ever touched? Now we saw. Very touching moment. Up B. Oh, he almost had it with a nair.
Yes, two brothers in arms. However, okay, a little bit of a yikes on that. Okay. Gets a little bit. Oh yeah, he goes for the classic, a little bit of the air dodge. Of course, will help him avoid that, and that's a bit of 50-50. If he does air dodge early, then he gets away scot-free. That time he jumped.
He was. The transition was very smooth. Lukenorth in this match specifically has done a lot of great things to punish K3D's more slow defensive options. Like you saw with the first stock, he went for a raw dair to immediately beat him out. Okay, there's no way.
Very close.
But yeah, he's snuffing all of his slow options really well this time.
This is bad for K3D. This is so bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and he said, make sure that you catch yourself on the way out, because I'm going to catch you right here. All right, 45% easy makings right here for him, and he's already evened it up.
He has. K3D, okay, I think the biggest perk and what got him that second was definitely his really low recovery to avoid Lukenorth's edge guards.
What was that? No! Oh my God, I feel the bit of movement messed up for K3D, but it doesn't matter because Lukenorth goes straight up because he DIs a bit incorrectly there. And that is just the second game going to K3D. Very clutch on his end too after a huge deficit.
Massive deficit. We almost saw Lukenorth kind of bring it back on his end too. I think the risky play with going Falcon kick off stage, it might have paid off. I will get that. But I think it was executed a little too soon because K3D just landed back on stage and he got a dash attack on him, and that's all she wrote.
Exactly, and that's what happens when you end up being This is what happens when you end up being a little bit too aggressive. I want to say that this will be nice even playing ground for these two. However, K3D chose to skin first, buddy.
A bit of a bold statement coming through from switch to and play K3D in his own game. So let's see how well K3D does against the mirror matchup. Hot take, I think just because you're good at a character doesn't mean you're good in character's mirror matchup. So
yes, I agree.
Okay, thankfully we share that opinion because K3D is showing actually opposite opinion. He's doing superb against enemy Ganon. Yes, he is the 1%.
Yeah. He says, yeah, I like dittos, so what?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He tried to go forward smash, and It's kind of confusing sometimes, but it is not confusing when you see one name pop up and pop down, and okay, K3D is gonna.
That was the fastest. Yeah, that was the fastest last game I've seen. Okay, that was really good. I'm not gonna lie, that was really good edge guard. North. I just wish he jumped and upbeat sooner because I think he actually could have made that back. It looked like he could. But that's what you get for not knowing enough about your character to know when forward air would end.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Period.
Okay, so I gotta say, right? So it was just fantastic pickings from K3D on his end. Like the entire time, he had so much control whenever he had momentum, and he knew exactly what kind of defensive options Lukenorth was going to go for. So good on his end. And I do say, oh man, it's insane to me. It reminded me of, you know, those premier boxing matches.
Which premier
Sometimes you get boxing matches that are just, you know, they last forever. But then you have other ones where, all right, the round just started. All right, I just grabbed popcorn. I'm sitting comfy with my family and some of my friends, and we're all just watching together, and then knocked out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're drawing a bit from current events. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
That's
No,
how it felt.
I definitely. Yeah, it was kind of a lackluster finish. I will say though, a lot of great highlights coming from both Lukenorth and K3D, especially K3D with that up tilt read. Wow, astounding.
Oh yeah, for sure. And thankfully, we did get to see a bit of flashiness from K3D. It was just a lot of solid play from him in general, though, and you can really see where not just the fundamentals go, but even in Dittos, where he even knows how, although it can be a bit of a separate thing in terms of how the fundamentals do work, right, under your belt.
Of course.
The very foundation does work the same way. As long as you know how your tools are supposed to interact, then you can kind of manage and think, okay, how can I interact with my own character's stuff? And he says that.
I mean, were you watching the tiny screen match?
Yeah, I was. I just looked, I glimpsed, and then I just saw the regrab and thought, uh-oh.
I think they're just playing a bit of friendly, so that's
Yeah.
I guess that's a really good cue to kind of. It was a really, yeah, like, definitely agree with you there. K3D has shown time and time again what makes him such a huge threat. When he's in advantage, he goes off, right? When he's in disadvantage, he will pick you apart and just analyze how you're going to edge guard him or let trap him, and then counter that play and put you in disadvantage instead, like we see with the down air. You know, he has noticed Lukenorth going for rising nairs, right? And so before he threw out the nair, he saw the jump, down aired him.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that. Yeah.
So good.
It was so good. Anyways, I think they'll just keep playing that out, and that's totally fine with us. We are now going to close up the stream, probably. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So thank you everyone thank you to everyone who has actually just joined us throughout this entire little journey of the exhibitions that we did have today. And thank you to our sponsors, of course, Coffee Slut and Guangwoo Memorial. And of course, remember, if you are interested in golf or know someone who is, there is a golf tournament on Saturday and Sunday. So please do check that out. And I don't really have any other closing remarks besides just thankful to be here. It was just great, fun, very short actually.
Yeah, it was very short, surprisingly short. I guess all I have to say is I just hope K3D wins this $5 money match, which I think they are doing. So you should definitely buy our next pizza with that money, man. So thank you for everyone who joined us tonight. It was a treat. Totally unrelated, but still kind of on the same par. We have actually just wanted to mention EOG is doing a stream later tonight. I believe it is 9 o'clock. Yeah. It's going to be a showcase match for the UOG boys and NTR, or Alboba if you also refer to him as such. So if you guys are still itching for some more Smash content, but not necessarily through this channel, check them out. My name is Andrew Yun, also known as Sheena.
And I'm Brian Slicer Vino, and
For your name, thank you.
a little bit of a hiccup, but it's okay. Look, it's my turn because every time it was ending.
Yes! Yes! Geniuses make mistakes. Get us out of here. Good stream, everyone.
We got it.
Take it easy.
All right, thank you. Take us off, please. We can't do this anymore.
Finish the
Please
stream,
join us for UOT later tonight.
5 seconds. Do it now. Can you?
Right now, please. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut.